like and subscribe. NSFW, what's the best thing that happened to you in Truth or Dare? In high school, I was dared to play gay chicken, which is where two straight guys pretend to be gay, and the first one to chicken out loses. The other guy and I are both really stubborn, and neither one of us wanted to lose. We've been married 14 years, and we run a bed and breakfast in Vermont without adopted daughter. If that dude doesn't chicken out soon, I'm going to start to suspect that he's actually gay. Edit. Wow. So I posted this on my lunch break, and didn't expect it to blow up. For people lurking through my post history, you're right, this story isn't fully true. I thought I'd post a joke for a couple of laughs, and a handful of upvotes. I did get dared to play gay chicken in high school, and both of us realized that neither one wanted to stop, which turned into a 3-year relationship that ended when went separate ways after high school. I ended up marrying a woman and we recently moved to Vermont with our biological children. She runs the B&B, while I'm at the office. If things had gone just a little differently in my life, it would have ended up just like my original post. I should have just posted the real story, and I'm sorry if the truth is disappointing to anyone. My high school boyfriend and I actually broke up in large part because of all the overt hatred and ostracism we received from our community. Back then, I never would have dreamed of 30,000 people supporting us. Thank you for your kindness. In 8th grade I was dared to show this girl my. We went to a bathroom. I was 13 and horny, so I had a hard-on. I pointed it down, and she did not know the difference. She told her friends later, and I kinda got a reputation of having a big even though I am completely average. Edit. Thanks for the gold and silver. This really blew up. We take those. I got to see my friend's sister's boobs, and watch him lick an electric fence all in the same day. I'm so glad you said electric fence. Was dared to catch a frisbee in my teeth from across the yard. So, walked outside and across the yard. Girl wound up, threw the frisbee, figured this ought to be funny when it bounces off my face. And as a total fluke, actually caught it in my teeth. Similar story. I was the annoying kid in 6th grade and my friends bullied me. Once some kid was talking, so we started arguing. Then he threw a grape at me. I caught that in my teeth without breaking eye contact. I have never been so powerful. I wasn't even playing and someone dared a girl I liked to kiss me. That someone became a very good friend. We dared this girl to give a friend of mine a lap dance using the first song that came up when he shuffled his entire song library. Seems pretty normal until she had to give a 3-minute lap dance to Cats in the Cradle. Sherry was dared to spend 10 minutes in a dark room nearby Den with the guy of her choice. She chose me. Turned out to be a setup. Her best friend knew that Sherry had a crush on me and made this happen. Anyway, it was the hottest, fastest makeout session to date for me. We were both naked above the waist, and she had her hand in my zipper. At 10 minutes there was an unwelcome knock on the door. How were Sherry's berries? My buddy dared me to lick chocolate syrup off his girlfriend's nipples. Crush sat on my lap the rest of the game. My little soldier had a hard time staying focused. Good times though. I found out who took my calculator. After reading all of this I've decided Tinder/Meet Me am going to make a Truth or Dare app. I got to motorboat a girl's tits. It was in a hotel during a school sport trip. My best friend knew I liked her and did me a solid. Wasn't at me but a girl was dared to mirror what I do, so I made her hug a guy I knew liked her. Edit. For all the people saying I should have blown him, she only mirrored what I did, so I would have had to have given the air one top tier blowjob. Not much, but a friend of mine earned a nickname Big Chris or BDC for short after a game. For short. Got dared to ignore getting tits rubbed in my face for a minute. Your boy can poker face like a champion. Best minute of my teenage life. Edit, to clear a couple of things up. It was a woman rubbing her boobs in my face and they weren't clothed. Was sitting outside at a college campus, and was dared to yell I love you to the next person I saw. I did, and this dude yells it back and keeps walking. We go back and forth, getting louder and louder as he walks off. Best reaction ever. So not best, but a truth or dare story nonetheless. 5th grade. Crush gets dared to kiss me. Crush looks at me and goes ooh gross. Headers fat. And that was that. If this is going to be copy and pasted in a BuzzFeed article, please include this. U-L-A-R-R-Y***F. I was about 12 at a friend's sleepover. I was dared to go home by a kid who didn't like me too much. I walked the 2 miles home, and as I came to my driveway, my older brother had just pulled in. He had 3 baby raccoons with him because he had hit their mother while delivering pizza. I got to spend the rest of the night with him, 3 raccoons and a cheese and pepperoni pizza, watching Nightmare on Elm Street. I won $20 by doing a dare in which I ran outside in my underwear when it was sleeting outside. $20 is $20. I dared a girl I was hot for to give me a big fat kiss. Our 14th wedding anniversary was last week. D. A guy told me I was beautiful, and that he was too shy to always tell me that cause he thought I was way out of his league. Found out a girl had a crush on me. Unfortunately it was the girl I hate. Made out with this chick I had a crush on. Turns out she had a boyfriend. He beat the out of me. Edit, uncensored. Got to see a hot girl's tit imprint in the snow. Not too impressive, I know, but teenage me had that picture ingrained in my head for a while. Lol. I am not a girl, but I think that would hurt like a. I got to watch my friend lick the floor for 10 seconds. Keep going, I'm close. I was at work, high school job at a department store, and the 4 of us in my department were playing truth or dare, mostly dumb work stuff like go mix up those seared sir. Someone dared the girl who had a rep as being experienced, who was a couple years older than me, to give me a blowjob. She told me to take break with her. I played along. We went to her car. She *ACTUALLY* blew me in the store parking lot. In the 7th or 8th grade, I was going back and forth with my friend with a bunch of risque dares, flash your boobs, show her my, make out with each other, dry hump, etc. I eventually just went for it, and dared her to blow me, and she did it. I remember being so hard, that I barely even felt anything, initially. As a parent, this thread has not been a fun read. Edit, so a lot of people are taking 11 words that I wrote, and determining that I am against 6, that I am repressing my kids, and that I think I never did anything wrong or risky growing up. I don't have the time or energy to reply to everyone individually, so let me try to explain how I feel the best way I know how. As a parent, I equate the way I feel about my kids having sex to the way I feel about them driving. I know that driving is important and part of most teen/young adults' lives. I want my kids to be informed about driving, both the good parts and the risks. I will do everything I can to educate my kids about how to drive safely, and I'm confident they will make good decisions. However, I worry about what might happen to my kids every time they go out driving, and I don't feel at ease until they are back home. It also bothers me when I hear stories of other kids being involved in wrecks. Now, substitute sex for driving in the above paragraph and that is how most of today's parents feel. Made out with, and low-key felt up, my older next door neighbor. Had a crush on her for a while before then, so it's a very fond memory. And low-key felt up, my older. Whoa. I'm gonna have to stop you right th. Next door neighbor. Well, carry on, then. I'm reading all these comments and I got dared to go home. Girl got dead to spin the bottle and give a blowjob to whoever it lands on right in front of everybody. The bottle didn't point at me, but I had a nice view right next to the girl it did land on. Apparently, she had experience dining at the Y. Edda Bush. George or Jeb. I was allowed to join the game. Groupers were in these tunnels that we liked to hang out in, and our friend was dead to give me a blowjob. Which she actually did. Best 10 seconds I ever had down there. Ended up dating on and off for the next 2 years or so. Apparently I played some lame versions of Truth or Dare. The best thing was getting my laps sat on by my crush and a kiss on the cheek from her. Sore boobs. 10/10. Would see again. I went to an acquaintance's birthday. We spoke maybe 10 times prior. After a while she was down to just her bra and panties. That's when she was dead to seduce me. Well, she was kind of awkward, so her version of seduction was just to tackle me while we were both near naked. That was a great night and we are celebrating our first year of marriage next weekend. Someone dared me to kiss a lady that I happened to have a thing for anyway. It was a very long time before we stopped kissing. Dated her for 3 years. Great lady, always a little sad it didn't work out. Lady as in you were all 40? I never got to play Truth or Dare, but I did play Duck Duck Goose. It was not fun sitting there the whole time. Kissed the girl that would later become my first ever girlfriend, but is now my ex. It was a good 2 years though. Truth. What's the most interesting place you've had sex? I've never had sex not in a bed. Oh, do I have a 2001 Grand Am backseat for you? I had a 2001 Grand Am backseat for her. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck.